Tomorrow, we're celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a civil rights icon known for his dedication to nonviolent civil disobedience. From bus to boycotts to lunch counter sit-ins and crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge, Dr. King was a visionary who set the American model for peaceful protesting. But our next guest says he wouldn't recognize today's Democratic Party. Joining us now is Leo Terrell, Senior Counsel to the Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights and head of the DOJ's Task Force to Combat Anti-Semitism. Good morning, Leo.
Hi, Lucas. Thanks for having me.
Why would Dr. Martin Luther King not recognize today's Democratic Party, you think?
Thank you for that question. First of all, I believe if Dr. King was alive today, he would be a Republican and a Trump supporter. Let me give you 3 quick points. One, Dr. King's teachings and belief was nonviolence demonstration. You don't have that in Minnesota. You don't have that in Chicago. The demonstration by the Democrats out there is violent. Dr. King would be against that. He believed in civil disobedience, Lucas, but he did not believe in violence. And look what's going on in these Democratic cities. Also, a fundamental belief of Dr. King was, judge me by my character, not the color of my skin. The Democrats play the race card. President Trump has eliminated DEI, affirmative action. President Trump has picked the most qualified people, regardless of race or gender. Look at Pam Bondi, Kristi Noem, Marco Rubio, myself. He picks the best. I think Dr. King would fit in the Republican Party now. Looking at last point, he died in April of 1968. And Lucas, if you look at this society now, Black Americans, all Americans are in every phase of this country. Sports, economics, there's billionaires. The race card should be dead, but the Democrats won't let it die.
A lot of those governors down south were Democrats, of course. It took Dwight D. Eisenhower to send in the 101st Airborne Division to get the Little Rock 9 into schools. Dr. King also said hate doesn't drive out hate. So what would his message be to today's protesters in Minneapolis, Leo?
I think that Dr. King believed in peace, in negotiation. Remember, Dr. King received the Nobel Peace Prize. He did not believe in violence, and I think he would be very disappointed. We have a president who is also a peacemaker, a man who has settled 8 wars. So I see a lot of similarities in what Dr. King is represented and what President Trump is doing. And remember, the Democratic Party in the 60s is gone. It was in the South, it was racist, segregated. Now the Democratic Party today is an extremist group. You look at what's going on in New York. You look at what's going on with the governor and the mayor of Minneapolis. The Republican Party is the party that represents all people, regardless, Lucas, of color, gender, national origin.
Leo, thank you so much for being on this morning. Very important message for our viewers.
Thank you for having me, Lucas. God bless you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.